Hey everybody, welcome to Desert Hobbies, where nothing is professional and everything is fun. Um, this is a brand new channel. I want this channel to be about just different hobbies and stuff. Today we're going to start off with PCP air rifles. Going to be doing that for the first several videos. But basically the way this works is I do a ton of research on a bunch of different hobbies that I do. I get really into them, and I seem to learn things that I'm not able to find out there on YouTube. So I kind of wanted to do stuff like this is educational for people who are getting into it. So as a beginner into hobbies, I wanted this to be my experience as I went with the research I do beforehand. So that's basically what it's going to be. But as for today, we're going to be doing an unboxing on the Venturi Avenge-X Classic. It's the Woodstock 410cc bottle. So we're going to start with that today. I'm sorry about my voice. I've been under the weather. I've been wanting to start this video for a long time, but I've been under the weather and it's been 2 months now, and so we're just going to pull the trigger and go for it. But I apologize for my voice, and we'll get right into the unboxing, and then we'll get outside and do some tuning and some. We'll get it sighted in, get it tuned, and everything, and I'll walk you through that process. I'm not going to do that today because we just got a bunch of snow and it's kind of pretty bad outside. But that'll just be a couple seconds of a wait for you. It would be a day for me, but we'll go ahead and get you the unboxing now, and we'll get started. All right, so this is the box. Anyway, it's a decent box. It came in another cardboard box. You can see it kind of took a hit there, but you know, UPS. Go ahead and get it opened up here. Oh, missed the tab there. All right. So we got our instruction manual. It tells you all the stuff you want to know, but we've done some research, so we'll throw that away. I'm just kidding about that, by the way. I am actually going to go back and read that, but looks like we came with 2 mags. We got an 8-shot mag. Oh, and this is in 25 caliber, as you see there. And that one actually has a counter. This one doesn't have a counter. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see how many shots we've got here. You're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 shots. I mean, I've watched a ton of YouTube videos on this thing. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos on this thing, but I still couldn't remember what the shot count was going to be on it. But that's going to be fun. 13 and 8, so that's going to give me, 21 shots before I got to refill anything. So we got a whole O-ring kit here. Complete replacement, and they did say they sent every Allen key that you need to touch any adjustment on this gun, and that's right there. So we'll go through and make sure that's what it is. When I go through to tune it, we'll use these. We won't use my personal tools. We'll go ahead and use these just for you guys at home, just so you can see that if you get this, you can do everything with what comes out of the box. We'll make sure that's true. Other than that, looks like all right. Looks like it's just to the rifle here. Oh, we got a random screw floating around in there. And all the videos I saw, I didn't see anything about that, so we'll go ahead and set that one aside and see what's going on with that. I'm not sure what the deal is there. And throw that off to the side. And there you go, guys. That's the rifle. And obviously, as you saw, I had it in the Classic. So we got the wood stock. And I do got to say, I really like the look of this. Looks nice. Your 410cc tube should have a fill cap right there on the end. There's the fill cap. And we have a 1/2 threaded barrel. So you can put a moderator on there. I've got a moderator on the way for this thing. We'll see how that does. So you got your regulator. Looks like you got your regulator pressure right there on the left side of the rifle. And this should be fill pressure. Fill pressure on the right side of the rifle. All right. And then got our cocking mechanism, side lever. I love the side lever on these things. I have a JTS Braun, and I love the side lever. You know what? Shouldering that thing, it feels quite light. It's nice to hold up, actually. So you can decock it like you just saw me do. You can bring it back, pull the trigger, get it down. And, you know, this is smooth. Everybody on the videos that I was watching said how smooth the JPS stuff was. Okay, see there, you see, it's got air in it. I didn't even notice that. It's got a lot of air in it. But the side cocking lever, this thing is butter. That feels nice. I don't know if you saw, but when I started this, I got my Loctite from a bunch of videos I saw. We'll have to look and see, because I know this thing's probably been upgraded in the year that it's been out for. But I got my Loctite for this right here because this comes loose. This thing comes loose, and so I wanted to Loctite it on there. I actually want to loosen this up because right now it doesn't spin. It does not spin at all. It's tight on there. I want to loosen that up and Loctite that screw so this actually spins, but that screw doesn't come out of there. But that is smooth. And I think I got lucky because this thing's already got air in it, which means it's probably been leak tested. Like right now, it's filled up to about 3,500 PSI. The reg at the moment is set on 2,000 PSI, or about 150 bar. And we got 250 bar. So this thing will fill to 300 bar or 4,350 PSI. But it's filled up high enough that I know that the regulator's set on 2,000 PSI. Maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and just dry fire this thing a couple times. Since it's filled up, I'm gonna dry fire it and see if the reg comes down, and see if it's creeped up, because it's been sitting in this box forever. But we're gonna go ahead and dry fire it, see if that reg comes down. Found the safety. Okay. So the reg's still sitting at 2,000 PSI, and which is where it was when I took it out of here, at least before I accidentally shot the one off, or after I did. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. Sorry guys, I got a little carried away there for a minute. I was not expecting there to be air in this. So that was surprising. So I'm sorry. that caught me off guard. So I will say, as I was cocking it and pulling the trigger, this trigger feels incredible. It's already, I mean, it's already quite light. I'm gonna have to do a trigger pull test on that and see how it does. It looks like, so it also came with a single feed tray, which actually is already in there. Single feed tray is already in the gun right there. So that's also kind of surprising. Everything else that I've seen came with it out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and just take that out, and just so you can see that single feed tray just slides right in. See which way does that go? So you see the little lip on the barrel where the barrel starts there. So you just, that slides right in. It's got a little groove there, and it actually is It's got two magnets right there, and it actually magnets in place, and you can drop your pellet in and load it. But we're going to take that out because we're not going to use it off the bat. But yeah, this thing, I mean, everything's super smooth on it. Like you're saying, the Picatinny rail on the bottom there, nice Picatinny rail. I'll have a bipod mounted on that. Nice bottle. Yeah. You do have your transfer port adjustment here for fine adjustment. Well, it's not a fine adjustment, but you have high and you have low. I don't know if there's, no, it's pretty clicky. I was wondering if there was like an in-between setting, if there's any clicks there. Nobody ever said anything, so I didn't figure there was, and there's not. It's just high and low. We'll always have it on high, so we'll just leave it there. I might do a low tune on it and see what that looks like. Maybe I'll do some indoor hunting in a mill or something, and we'll want a low tune for that. So maybe I'll do a low tune for that eventually. But for right now, I can't foresee that happening. So we're just gonna keep it on the high. Your safety's right there. Safe, fire. That's really smooth. Everything, I gotta say, guys, I cannot stress enough. Everything on this gun is super smooth. It's solid. Obviously, I got the wood stock, so it's solid. I've heard some complaints about the synthetic stock, so I can't say I don't have any experience with it. But this wood stock is nice. It looks nice. It's solid. That pick rail on the bottom. This pick rail is mounted to the stock also, so you don't have to worry about it being attached to your barrel. So it's not gonna, when you put your bipod on there, you don't have to worry about it changing anything with your barrel or doing it. You don't have to worry about the jumps. So we'll see how that all works when we go to shoot it. But as of now, this thing's looking good, guys. So I'll show you the adjustments. You can get to all the adjustments. One of the main selling points and one of the main reasons I bought this gun is because you can get to every adjustment on this thing without taking it apart, which is incredible. Like I said before, I have the JTS Baron. Disassembly required to do anything to that thing, even as much as the hammer spring, which the Aracuda Max, which is the regular thing, it's not, but we're not on that. I'll show you guys the Baron on another video, but I believe that's the degas screw. If I find something else, I'll let you know that I was wrong, but I believe that's the degas screw. I guess that's maybe why we need the destructions to know for sure. But I'm pretty sure that's the degas screw right there. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, that's definitely the degas screw. And then we have the hammer spring adjustment. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's right back in there. You get your Allen key into it there. And then you have your regulator adjustment, which is right underneath there. That's a flathead screwdriver. And so everything is adjustable on the outside of this gun, so it's very easy to tune. So I am super excited to tune this thing. So the next time you guys see me, we'll be out tuning this thing. I'm gonna put a bipod on it and a scope, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. That's pretty easy stuff. So, but for now, we'll go ahead and throw it right back in our box here, and I'll be back with you guys on the tune. All right, guys. So something interesting. I stopped videoing. I forgot about this screw, and I stopped videoing, and I turned and looked, and I saw the screw sitting on my table, and I was going, "What the hell is this screw?" Well, guess what? This thing came without the screw. Is not the stock and the barrel are not screwed together. This thing is not even connected. I don't. I'm gonna have to. I have no idea what's going on there. This seems like between that. So the single tray. So look at this. This thing just will come, and not just that, but the stock. So the stock is actually connected to the barrel band. I'm sorry to bring you guys back into this. I know it was kind of a long video, but holy crap. This is nuts. I've never seen, in all the videos that I've watched of people with this rifle, I've never seen this. I don't know which one. It's going to be this one right here. But look at this. This is actually connected to the barrel band. And every video that I've watched said that this was not connected to the barrel band. But it is. And this thing's not even tight. This is loose. I don't know if you can hear that. Here, I'll put it next to my mic. See if you guys can hear that thing moving around, but maybe you can see it moving around. But that's nuts, guys. That as smooth as everything was off the bat and everything, I'm not real impressed with that. Now look at it. Now that I've got that screw out that went into the barrel band. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll probably put it back together with that connected to the barrel band, but I got to think that's got to make it a little jumpy. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We'll get into it and see what the heck's going on here. But yeah, it's let's try to tighten that thing down. So there's a nut on the other side of this. You can see that. So that's what connects it. So I'm trying to hold that nut as I tighten this. Get it tight. My initial, as much as I was pleased with my initial uh, thoughts of this thing, or I don't know how I didn't manage to see. So it was, I mean, it was quite loose. I am able to hold that nut on the back with my finger while I tighten these things down. Oh, okay. So now, and that thing's not going anywhere now. I'm just I don't know if I'm gonna put that back in or not. I like the idea of it just hanging out in there. Well, let's see real quick. Let's get the right tool the first time. Let me use this guy to pop this guy out. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about this, guys. I might have to so I got this from Airgun Depot. I might have to get a hold of them because if I got a refurbished rifle, I might be actually a little upset about it. I paid for a new one. You know, refurbished is usually fine, but if you pay for a new rifle, you want a new rifle. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of them and see. I mean, this all looks new. Doesn't it? I mean, you guys will have to tell me, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to get a hold of Airgun Depot because this looks like almost it's had a different serial number, and it has been scratched out, and a new one's been put in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? See, if I hold it in the light, see that?
Oh, you know what? I was looking. There's residue here too. Do you see that residue?
Yeah, guys, I may end up sending this rifle back, guys. I think this is refurbished. I don't understand. The serial number looks like it has been scratched off and reprinted in this thing. I'm sure you guys probably couldn't see that on the video, but it looks like it's been scratched off, and then they've put black paint over it, and then stamped a new number in, and then white painted those. Yeah, maybe unboxing number 2 coming, because I mean, look at this. This thing's not even tight. So there's actually not a there's not even a way to tighten it down. So the way to tighten your barrel band down is to mount it to the stock. There are no screws in there. Yeah, guys, I don't know, man. I was pretty I was pretty excited there for a minute, but I don't even know if I can get this thing lined back up. Because that's gonna have to go back in there. No, it's definitely not. Well, it might be. Why not? No. Okay, so that. And this needs to come. Oh, I slid it too far forward. This needs to come up. Yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. This is crazy. Okay, so we actually got that screw back in. Let's put this stupid screw in for the first time, since it came without it even in there. Some assembly required, I guess. Which, I mean, I wouldn't mind if that was going to be just, it came and said, oh, we didn't put that in because of whatever, but there's nothing. I mean, I'll have to go through the instructions, but that's a little suspicious to me. I don't know that I want to go much further with this, guys. I may get a hold of Airgun Depot and send this back before I even get started on it. There's definitely numbers. I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but there are definitely old numbers under shiny black. You have matte black, which this is all matte black, right? Can you see that? I've got my wife helping me. She's gonna see. We're gonna see if we can show you guys that. Can you see that? If I move back and forth, you can see that shiny. That's crazy, guys. You can see that there's numbers under there. And then, yeah. And then completely full of air. You send it to me, and it looks like numbers are under there. I mean, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on here, guys. I mean, the thing feels nice. Everything feels good. I really feel like I got a refurbished gun, guys. Which wouldn't bother me too bad if I had paid for a refurbished gun. Yeah, that's where we're at for now, guys. It'll just be it'll be a little while for me to figure this out, but get back with you guys here in a second or two and tell you what I figured out. So yeah, we'll be back. Hey everybody, sorry it's getting a little dark, so the video quality is gonna suck. I'm not mic'd up also, so I'm sorry if the audio quality is not great, but I've thought about it. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video the way it sits. So because of the way the unboxing turned out, we're just gonna go ahead and post it, and so you guys can see my first experience with this thing. This is like my fourth PCP air rifle, and I've never come across anything like it. So I'll go ahead and send this out so you guys can see it. I'll post an update once I get this all sorted out. I'll post an update, but as of right now, it is the weekend, so I can't get a hold of Airgun Depot until Monday. So once I get a hold of them, get it all sorted out, whether it's a Airgun Depot problem or an Air Venturi problem, I'll give you guys an update on that and let you guys know where it's at and what happened. But that's where we sit right now. Hopefully my next video is of this rifle, whatever happens, tuning it and seeing how this thing does. But as of right now, I don't feel any comfortable going any further with this rifle until I figure that out with Airgun Depot. So if you like the video, like and subscribe, please. It would go a long way in helping out the channel, I think. I'm new to this, so we'll find out. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.